And good afternoon and welcome to Amboy High School. It is day 2 of the first round of the I8FA playoffs. Just about 9 minutes or so to go before we get this one underway. Thanks for tuning in. Chris Rankhauser here in Amboy again, just like last Saturday. This time the Clippers will be taking on the Heat from West Central High School, coming in at 6-3. The Clippers at 8-1. I want to thank a couple of sponsors we got for today's game from West Central, including Stronghurst Collision and Repair. Stronghurst Collision and Repair, your one-stop for all auto repair needs in Henderson County. Stronghurst Collision and Repair, your hometown automotive shop, says good luck, Heat. Also brought to you by Nutrien Ag Solutions. Nutrien Ag Solutions Biggsville plant is proud of the entire West Central Heat football team and wishes you the best of luck in today's I8FA playoff game. This is day number 2 of the opening round here in 8-man football. And we can recap some of those scores for you from last night. As, of course, my phone doesn't want to pull that stuff up. It was Martinsville with a 52-22 win last evening over Milford Cessna Park. St. Anne's in a good one, 22-20 over St. Thomas. Polo 58, Aldrin Hebron 20, and Ridgewood 46, South Fork 14. The winner of this contest between the Heat and the Clippers will take on the Blue Streaks in Martinsville. And if it's Amboy, it will be here. If it's West Central, I believe it will be in Biggsville next weekend. And thanks for tuning in to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Aaron Christian on the camera duties out in the sun and the bleachers again. Seems like we deja vu all over again as we were here last week, and possibly back here next week for another Clippers contest if they pull out the victory today over the Heat. And otherwise, be heading to West Central next Saturday for Martinsville. So we've got about 7 minutes on the pregame show clock. We're going to step aside, get some business in, and we'll be back with the national anthem and the kickoff here in just a couple of moments. This is TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
We're an 11-bed.
Acute injuries on the field. I see ankle sprains, I see ACL knee injuries, as well as in the clinic. It's very rewarding to see them from on the field injury to rehab to transition back to their event.
Back here at Amboy High School, getting ready for round 1 action between the Clippers and the Heat from West Central. Of course, we will have all 4 of the 8-man playoff games today. Flanagan at West Carroll at 1. Dwayne Hewitt up there for that one. This one here, South Beloit at Milledgeville at 1, and Metro East at Pawnee tonight at 6 p.m. The Clippers will start with the football in the contest as the Amboy band entertaining the crowd, the West Central folks on the far side. Four and a half minutes before kickoff here in Amboy. We'll keep it here and get our national anthem before the start. Looks like band is getting set to do that as the flag will come in from the west side of the complex here. Another beautiful Saturday afternoon. Temperatures in the low 50s this afternoon at kickoff.
Clipper fans, get on your feet as the Amboy High School Marching Clippers play and the cheerleaders perform. The Amboy Loyalty followed by the Fight Off.
Clippers lined up on the goal line at the east end of the complex. The Heat, West Central, lined up at the west goal line. I'm getting the Amboy fight song, and then we will have our national anthem here just prior to kickoff between the Clippers and the Heat. Thanks for tuning in to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
Please remain standing and kindly remove your hats as the Amboy American Legion presents our nation's colors, and the national anthem is performed under direction of drum major Natalie Pratt.
National anthem by the Amboy Marching Band here before kickoff. Minutes on the clock. We're just about set to get this one underway. The Clippers will start with the football to start the contest. Don't forget to chat us up and let us know where you're tuning into on this gorgeous Saturday afternoon. Always appreciate everybody's input and on the chat, and if you get in there, we might get your chat read on the air. Here come the West Central Heat to the football field. Again, the Heat going to be wearing the white jerseys with the red trim on the pants, white pants with the navy blue numbers. Clippers going to be in the home black pants with the red and black unis with the white numbers. West Central Heat coached by Jason Kirby, head coach for the Clippers, Scott Payne. 12 minutes on the clock. And we're set for some football here on a gorgeous Saturday afternoon. Thanks for tuning in again to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Clippers are going to go west to east, right to left. In the opening quarter, West Central going to go left to right. Jeremy Ford going to kick it away. The sophomore for the Heat. It's going to be a line drive kick fielded by one of the number 20, Caden Heath. And he's going to come near his side and across the 50. Looked like he stepped out of bounds maybe at the 45, but the officials say no, he didn't. Steps out at the Heat 40, and that's where the Clippers will start 1st and 10 from the West Central 40-yard line. Just underway, 11:52 to play here in our opening quarter. Forward, the kicker running Heath out of bounds. 1st and 10 for Amboy at the West Central 40-yard line. I set, single receiver to the far side. Quarterback is number 2, Eddie Jones. And a handoff to the back. Initial contact made by number 24 in the backfield, Xander Anderson. But 21, Quinn Leffelman, is going to pick up about 5 on first down, bring up 2nd and 5 for the Clippers. Second and 5 from the Heat, 35 for Amboy. I set again. Jones going to hand off number 4 on the carry, Josh McKendry. And McKendry's going to have enough for a first down inside the West Central 30 to the 29. And call it a gain of 6 and a first down for Amboy. 11:15 to play here in the opening quarter. 1st and 10 for Amboy at the Heat 29-yard line. That goes shotgun set, empty set. 3 receivers far side, a single receiver here to the near side. Going to send Leffelman in motion. And it was going to be a direct run for Eddie Jones, but we're going to get a false start on the Clippers. So move it back 5 yards and make it 1st and 15 for Amboy. Ball moved back to the West Central 34-yard line.
Number 25, Reagan Klein, bringing in point for the Clippers.
Going to go I set again, offset I. 25 in motion, that's Klein. 21 Leffelman on the carry for Amboy. Going to pick up the 5 penalty yards and make it 2nd and 10. Gage Stimson, number 4, the quarterback and D-back for the Heat on the stop. Ball at the West Central 29-yard line. Going to go single back, 2 receivers. Going to hand off Leffelman on the carry, number 21. He's going to get it across the 25 down to about the 23. Gain of about 6 and bring up a 3rd and short, 3rd and a long 2. Ball at the West Central 21-yard line, 9:45 to play here in the first quarter. I set. McKendry on the carry. He's got some room here on near side. He's going to tiptoe, cut it in. He is into the end zone. Touchdown, Amboy. Josh McKendry on a 21-yard touchdown run for for the Clippers. Makes it a 6-0 lead for Amboy with 9:32 to play here in the first quarter. And the 2-point conversion, we get a stoppage and another illegal procedure. False start on the Clippers. So move it back to the 8. And we'll try the 2-point conversion again. I set for the Clippers. Jones under center, going to fake the handout, looks to throw. He's got a man wide open out of the extended reach, number 5, Rylan McNish, the intended receiver, but out of his reach. So with 9:32 to play here in the first quarter, it's 6-0 Clippers. We'll be back with a kickoff in just a moment here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I chose MDH. We moved here, and I was researching different places that would allow me to VBAC. Have a vaginal birth after C-section, and the doctors here do encourage that, and so I chose that after looking online, and I wouldn't want to deliver anywhere else because they all go above and beyond, and they're so kind and actually care about you.
Back here at Amboy High School, 6-0 in favor of the Clippers. So we can get this scoreboard working again here. Rylan McNitch to kick it away for the Clippers. And it's going to be picked up by number 11, Aiden Garner on the return.
And we have number 47, that's Holt McCoy with that tackle for Clippers.
There we go, got the scoreboard working. 9:26 to play, 1st and 10 for West Central at their own 26-yard line. Quarterback for the Heat, number 4, Gage Stimson. Graham Kelly, the running back, freshman, just a freshman. Stimson under center. Going to fake the handoff to Kelly. Going to hand it off to number 34, Kyle LaFerry. And LaFerry's going to pick up no gain on the play. So 2nd and 10 for the Heat at their own 26. Stimson still standing, going to wait till the official signals that they need to get the play off. Going to send McGraw in motion, going to fake the handoff to Kelly. And that was Stimson on the keeper, and he's going to be knocked back for a loss of 3 on the play. 3rd and 13 now for West Central. Ball back at their own 26-yard line. Thanks for tuning in again here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. .807 to play here in the first Now 7:50 on the clock. But Central in no hurry, going to try and keep that offensive Amboy off the field here. Stimson's going to take the snap, going to look to throws, got a man open, caught by number 22, Peyton Woodbury. Gain of about 11 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th and 2. $7:10 to play in the contest. A big 4th down for the Heat. 4th and 2 from their own 34. Getting West Central no hurry. I'll wait for the back judge to signal the warning to get the play off. And now his hand goes up. Going to be a handoff, and I don't think he's going to get it. That was Kelly on the carry. I think we're going to get a timeout for a measurement. I thought he came up a little short, but we'll have to wait and see. So they'll bring the chains from the far side across. Well, it's a better spot than I thought. I thought maybe it was the 40 or 35. Nope, he comes up about half a football short. So they needed 2, and Kelly's going to get 1 and a turnover to the Clippers. Clippers going to be set up in great shape at the Heat 34-yard line. 1st and 10, 6:46 to play here in the first quarter. And we've got a whistle. Had some problems, I think, with the chain maybe on the far side. So now they've got that set. So Amboy 1st and 10 at the Heat 35-yard line. Going to come back with a wing back, single back set behind number 2, Eddie Jones. And it's Levelman again, number 21 on the carry for the Clippers. And he's going to pick up a nice gain of about 3 or 4 on the play. Called a gain of 3, 2nd and 7 from the 35. Quickly to the line, going to hand off McKendry this time, number 4. And he's going to gain maybe a yard or so on the play. Down to the 30-yard line. And it's going to be a 3rd and 5. McGraw, number 17. Alex McGraw, the senior on the stop for the Heat. Quickly again, I set this time for the Clippers. Going to fake the handoff. Going to look to throw. He's got a man open. That's number 5 on the catch, Rylan McNitch. And he's got a 1st down inside the Heat 15-yard line. So from the 30 to the 13, 17 yards. And it's going to be a handoff to McKendry, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown for the Clippers. 12 yards on the touchdown run for Josh McKendry. His 2nd of the contest. This one from 12 yards out, and that's going to push the score to 12-0 in favor of Amboy. Two-point conversion on the way. It's going to be a handoff. That's Levelman, and he's into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is good. So with 5:45 to play here in the first quarter, it's 14-0 in favor of the Clippers. We'll be back with the kickoff in just a moment here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
Back here at Amboy High School, 14-0 in favor of the Clippers. 5:45 to play in the first quarter. Rylan McNitch, the junior, to kick it away for Amboy. Ball on the tee. Pace off his steps. The approach, and it's going to be a line drive bounding kick. It's going to be picked up at about the 23-24 yard line. And a nice run across the 30. Number 11, Aiden Garner, on the return, the sophomore. And the Heat will be set up 1st and 10 from their own 34. 5:39 to play here in the first quarter. Stronghurst Collision Repair, your one-stop stop for all your auto repair needs in Henderson County. Stronghurst Collision Repair, your hometown automotive shop, says good luck, Heat. Also, Nutrien Ag Solutions. Biggsville Plant is proud of the entire West Central Heat football team and wishes you the best of luck in today's playoff game. And we've got all sorts of movement. Like our near end on for the Heat is going to move a little too early on the play, so a 5-yard mark-off is going to move it back to the 27-yard line and bring up a 1st and 15 for West Central. So 1st and 15. Stimson under center. The lone setback is Kelly going to hand it off to the freshman number 8. And he's going to get it up across the 30 from the 27 to the 31, a gain of 4. Going to bring up a 2nd and 11 for West Central from their own 31 down to 5:20 on the first quarter clock. Forget to chat us up on the live chat and let us know where you're tuning in on this Saturday afternoon. We appreciate everyone watching. Stimson under center. Sam McGraw in motion, and a bad exchange, and the ball's still loose, and Amboy's going to fall on the football. Number 21, Quinn Leffelman, fell on the football for Amboy, and a big opportunity here for the Clippers to tack on some more. 1st and 10 from the Heat 31. Nope, from the 28. 4:49 to go here in the first quarter. High set for the Clippers. Jones under center, 6'3" senior. Going to fake the handoff, looks to throw. Has got a man open off the hands of number 36, Caleb Llanos. Had a couple of steps on the defender, like number 16 back on coverage. Jordan Kane for West Central, and it'll stop the clock at 4:43 to play here in the first. 2nd and 10 for the Clippers from the Heat 28. High formation again, Jones. Handoff, second back. That's number 6, Ed Fry. He's got one man to beat and will be brought down inside the 10 at about the 6. 34 on the stop for West Central. That would be Kyle Lafrey. So a gain of, we'll call it 22 for Fry. 1st and goal from the 6, 4:35 to go. Quickly to the line, single back set. Going to hand off to Leffelman, and he's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, 6-yard touchdown run for Quinn Leffelman. And hold the phone. There is a penalty on the play. Holding against the Heat. That will negate that touchdown run. Penalty flag at the 15. Move it out to the 16. So first and goal from the 16 for Amboy. High set for Amboy. Going to be a pitch to McKendry, far side across the 10. And going to be run out of bounds at looks like at about the 8. So he gets 8 yards of the 16 that they need. Cody Wade, 81 on the stop, the freshman for West Central. See number 6, Ed Fry, a 5'9" senior, bringing in the plate from the Clippers sideline. Second and goal from the 8. Leffelman the lead back with Fry. Jones under center for Amboy. It's going to be Fry on the carry, and he's going to just lower the shoulder, tripped up on the play by number 2, Cooper Gibb. And he's going to pick up a couple, I think, down to about the 6. So third and goal from the 6. I set again. 25 on the carry. That's Klein. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. Braden Klein. A 6-yard run. And that's going to push the lead to 20-0 in favor of Amboy. 3:23 to play here in the first quarter. Single back set. Jones under center. Fake the handoff to Leffelman, and Jones is going to walk into the end zone untouched with a 2-point conversion. So with 3:23 to play here in the first, 22-0 in favor of the Clippers. We will be back with the kickoff in just a moment here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I see acute injuries on the field. I see ankle sprains. I see ACL knee injuries, as well as in the clinic. It's very rewarding to see them from on the field injury to rehab to transition back to their event.
A lot of people don't realize that you don't have to live with the dizziness day to day, especially concussions as well, that we can treat those things here. Same with pain. You don't have to live with the pain that you're experiencing. We have the ability to help you.
$22-0 in favor of the Clippers. It's a rematch of a few weeks ago where Amboy won big at Biggsville. Rylan McNich, 6'1" junior tight end and defensive end for the Clippers, getting the ball on the tee. Aiden Gartner, number 11, and number 17, Alex McGraw, back deep. McGraw with a couple of kick returns in a game earlier this season against Bushnell-Prairie City. It's going to be a little punch kick that's going to hit at about the 23, picked up by Aiden Garner. And he will get it up across the 25 to about the 20, about a 6-yard return. And a 1st and 10 for West Central at their own 28-yard line. Maddie, Mark, and Melinda Daffer watching grandson Joshua McKendry, number 4 from Savannah, Illinois. Thanks for tuning in on this Saturday afternoon. Appreciate you watching here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Kelly, the lone setback. Stimson under center is going to be a handoff to number 34. Nowhere to go. And that's going to be a loss of about 5 on the play. Second and 15 for West Central. The ball back at their own 27-yard line. 2:47 to play here in the opening quarter. 22-0 lead for West Central. Simpson waiting for the signal from the back. Judge will go under center now. Kelly, the set back. Gonna fake the handoff to him. McGraw is going to get the football. And he's going to be ramped up after a short gain by number 6, Ed Fry, for the Clippers. Won't give McGraw maybe a yard. I'm not sure that they actually got a yard as I don't see the down mark. Well, it did move a yard. So third and long for West Central. 2 minutes to play here in the first quarter. 3rd and 14 from the Heat 24-yard line. Again, Stimson waits for the back. Judges the signal. It'll be a handoff to number 34. And again, not much for West Central on the play. Wayfair on the carry, a gain of a couple. So 4th and long, 4th and 12 from the 26. Looks like punt formation for West Central as we see Klein back for Amboy. Good snap, good end over end kick's going to hit and be fielded at the 34 by Klein across the 40. Going to cut back 45, 50. He's got some room. He's going to cut it back. One man to beat. That's McGraw. McGraw's going to plant him down. A nice hit by Alex McGraw. But number 25, Braden Klein, going to run it all the way back to the West Central 15-yard line. That's where the Clippers will start again. 1st and 10. 39.9 seconds to play here in the first half. High set. Leffelman and McKendry, your backs behind Jones. It'll be a little slow handoff to Leffelman. He's going to get the ball across the 10, it looks like, down to the 9. So a gain of 6. Clock stopped with 24.9 seconds to play. Injury timeout. Leffelman kind of shaken up after the carry. Caden Heath, we see him, number 20, checking in the ball game, a 5'7" sophomore for the Clippers. And now Ed Fry coming back onto the field for Amboy, number 6. Second and goal for Amboy. Clock running down, 15 seconds to play. I set again. Jones under center. A handoff to number 20. Heath. And that'll be the final play of the quarter as Heath's going to pick up we'll call it a gain of about 4 for Caden Heath. So we are at the end of the opening quarter, 22-0 in favor of the Clippers. We'll be back with the second quarter here in just a moment on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
My experience with McDonough District Hospital was amazing. I have a lot of allergies, complicated by nasal problems. And the procedure I had is Vive Air. Dr. Sparks was incredible.
The Vive Air procedure is a radiofrequency ablation procedure. She no longer has to do any medications to breathe, so she gets a much more restful night's sleep. And a short little office procedure, and have somebody that feels like it's totally changed their life means the world.
It's a permanent improvement on the quality of your life.
The thing I enjoy most is that we take care of a wide variety of people in our community. I see infants through teenagers and mothers and fathers, and I really enjoy that.
We're going to switch ends here as we get ready for quarter number 2. It'll be 3rd and goal for Amboy at the Heat 2-yard line. As now Amboy going to be heading east to west. I set. And I hand off to the lead back. That's number 20, Caden Heath, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown for West Central on the first play of the second quarter. 11:56 to play. That makes the score 28-0 in favor of the Clippers. So we'll see Amboy line it up for the 2-point conversion. Going to go with a wing back, single back. That's McKendry. They're going to send Klein in motion. Going to be a pitch to McKendry, and he's going to get to the near corner for the 2-point conversion. So with 11:56 to play, it's 30-0 in favor of Amboy. We'll be back with the kickoff in just a moment here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
After my appointment that day, I just made up my mind that I'm going to have my baby here in Macomb and this hospital, because irrespective of where you're from, who you are, it's just their line of duty to make sure they give care, make you comfortable.
I thought about the staff of MDH. You know, they're all good. And you will get all the support you need. This is just the best place for you and your family.
Back here at Amboy High School, 30-0 in favor of the Clippers. Ryland managed to kick it away, number 5. Gardner and McGraw back deep for the Heat. The approach and a line drive end over and kick going to be picked up by, that's number 11. And a nice run back by Garner across the 35 to about the 36, wrapped up there on the play by the kicker, Rylan McNitch. Cage 88, go Big Red. Keep up that winning state of mind. Heat'll have it 1st and 10 from their own 35-yard line. Quarterback Gage Stimson, a senior, number 4. Lone back is number 8, the freshman Graham Kelly. Again, West Central kind of take their own time, wait for the bat judge to signal. There is the signal, and Stimson's going to go under center. Going to hand off, fake the handoff. No, it is Kelly on the carry. He's going to go right side and pick up a couple of yards across the 35. We'll call it the 37, a gain of 2. Second and 8 for West Central. 11:30 to play here in the first half. 30-0 in favor of the Clippers. Kelly again, the lone setback behind Stimson. Hand off to Kelly. He's just going to fall right behind big lineman number 68, Lucas Wood. And he's going to pick up a nice gain of about, we'll call it a gain of 4. Just short of the 40-yard. No, they are going to mark it the nose of football right at the 40-yard line. So 3rd and about 6 for West Central. We'll call it 3rd and 5. PA announcer says 3rd and 5, so we'll go with that. 3rd and 5 from the West Central 40. Kelly the lone setback. In motion, McGraw going to pitch it to McGraw. Kelly's going to be the lead blocker on the play. And McGraw's going to step out of bounds at looks like about the 42. Gain of a couple on the play. Bring up a short fourth, and we'll call it a long 3. Clock stop with McGraw running out of bounds. 10:17 to play here in the first half. Kelly again, the lone setback. Stimson under center, 4th and 3. Going to hand off, and he's going to have the first down. And a nice tackle made by number 25, Braden Klein for Amboy. And it's number 34, Kyle Laffrey on the stop, or the run for the Heat, I should say. And he's going to have enough for a first down. I believe that the first down for West Central in the contest is going to take it out from the 42 to the 47, a gain of 5. Clock ticking down, 9:45 to play here, first half. 1st and 10 for West Central from their own 47. Amboy showing some blitz pressure. It's going to be a handoff to McGraw. And nowhere to go. Going to be a loss back to the 45. I think Christopherson, 9. Brody Christopherson, a senior, amongst the red jerseys there for the stop for the Clippers. Second and 14. Ball at the 49-yard line. Showing pressure again up the middle. Stimson going to look to throw. He's got a man open. That's McGraw. Short gain on the play. Gain of maybe 3. And a 3rd and 11 for West Central. The ball at the Amboy 47-yard line. 8:45 to play, 8:46 to play, I should say, here in the first half. Stimson under center, going to fake the handoff. He's going to look to throw. He's got a man wide open and just out of the reach. And I mean, he had probably 5 to 7 yards of free space between him and the closest defender. Pass intended for number 22, Peyton Woodbury. And that will stop the clock at 8:41 to play. 4th and 11 for West Central at the Amboy 47-yard line. Fourth and 11 for the Heat at the Clipper 47-yard line. Kelly the setback, McGraw the wingback, I believe, on the far side. Stimson's going to under center now. Looks to throw. He breaks one tackle. Still being pursued. Hit from behind, and the ball's going to fly out of bounds. I believe number 20 on the hit, Caden Heath, a linebacker for the Clippers, but it will fall incomplete, and Amboy will take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line. 8:35 to play here in the first half, with the Clippers on top by a score of 30-0. Shotgun set, single back. That's McKendry going to fake the handoff to him. Looks to throw. Jones has got a man wide open. That's Llanos. And the PA announcer, you guys called it up here. Touchdown, 53 yards. Jones to Caleb Llanos. And that's going to push the score to 36-0 in favor of the Clippers. Can we get some lottery numbers from you guys on that one? Get some lottery numbers? Get some lottery numbers on that since you guys, I heard you call the play. The announcer called it, and he got it exactly right. And it's going to be a handoff to number 6, Ed Fry, and into the end zone for the two-point conversion. Makes it a 38-0 lead in favor of Amboy. We'll be back with the kickoff here in just a moment on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I see acute injuries on the field. I see ankle sprains. I see ACL knee injuries, as well as in the clinic. It's very rewarding to see them from on the field injury to rehab to transition back to their event.
I chose physical therapy because I knew I wanted to be in the healthcare field. I wanted to be able to help patients in some way related to more in depth. We get to know our patients, and that's really what kind of sets us apart.
Back here at Amboy High School, 38-0 in favor of the Clippers. That score coming at 8:26 to play here in the second quarter for the Clippers. McNish to kick it away again. McGraw and Gardner back for the Heat. It's going to be a little end-over-end kick, going to be fielded by one of the up men. Fair catch signaled for that by number 22, Peyton Woodbury. And the Heat will start 1st and 10 from their own 33-yard line. 8:26 to play in the first half. We're brought to you by Stronghurst Collision Repair, your one-stop shop for all auto repair needs in Henderson County. Stronghurst Collision Repair, your hometown automotive shop, says good luck, Heat. Also, Nutrient Ag Solutions. Bigsville Plants, proud of their entire West Central Heat football team. Going to be a handoff on first down. Number 2, Cooper Gibb. And Nutrient Ag Solution wants to wish the best of luck in today's I8FA playoff game. And Gibbs going to pick up about a yard on the play. Second and a long 9. Wing back on the far side is McGraw. Kelly behind Stimson. A handoff to McGraw. And he's going to spin forward for a gain of a couple on the play. Third and, well, they're going to say really no gain on the play. Maybe a yard. 3rd and long for the Heat. 3rd and 9. Ball at their own 34-yard line. Clock down to 7:10 on the scoreboard for the first half. Stimson under center, going to fake the handout, looks to throw, has got a man open. It's McGraw over here on the near side. Nobody again near, really all that close. The closest Clipper was number 25, Braden Klein, but the pass out of the reach of Alex McGraw, and that'll stop the clock and bring up 4th and 9. 6:43 to play here in the first half.
Number 25, Braden Klein back. For the Clippers.
High kick going to take a Amboy bounce and going to be down by number 24, Xander Anderson. And it'll be first and 10. I was saying he lost it in the sun, and I don't blame you because we're looking right into that sun on the south end of the football field here. 6:36 to play, first and 10 for the Clippers at their own 47-yard line. Going to go under center, offset, single back. That's Leffelman. Going to send McKendry now in motion. Fake the handoff. Nope, it's going to be Jones on the keeper. And he breaks some tackles, and he's got some room. One man to beat. And he's going to go all the way, 10, 5. No, he will not. Nice hustle by number 81, Cody Wade. Wade a little shaken up, I think, on the play as Jones going to take it from the 47 to the 2. Penalty flag back at the Clipper, or Heat 39. The wide receiver here on the near side, I wonder if they're going to get him for a legal block in the back.
We're going to have some kind of illegal block here on the Clippers.
Have to wait and see, and that is going to be the call. Block in the back. So that's not going to negate the big run by Jones. So it'll be a spot foul. First and 10 for Amboy at the Heat 35. 6:23 to play here in the first half. I set behind Eddie Jones. Going to be a handoff to Ed Fry. He's going to go far side, across the 30. He's still on his feet. Going to get knocked out of bounds at about the 10-yard line. So we'll call it gain of 25. Well, they're going to say he ran out of bounds before that, so make it the 17. We'll call it the 17. So 17 yards for Fry on the carry. First and 10, I set for Amboy. Handoff to Klein, number 25. And he's going to be down close to first down. I think he got it inside the 10, down near the 5. Yep, he did get it down, gain of 11. I think it looks like it's, from our angle and not being up that high, I'm going to say it's at the 5, but I cannot tell from here. So anyway, regardless, it's first and goal for the Clippers. They're going to say at the 6, I set. Going to be a pitch to McKendry. He's going to tiptoe around. Good blocking and into the end zone. Touchdown for the Clippers. McKendry, a 6-yard run. That's going to push the score to 44-0 in favor of Amboy. That score coming at 5:57 to play here in the first half. I set. Going to hand off to Klein, and he's going to get into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. And that's going to push it to a 46-0 lead in favor of the Amboy Clippers. We'll be back with the kickoff here in just a moment on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
We're an 11-bed ER.
Back here at Amboy High School, 5:57 to play here in the first half. McKendree with a 6-yard touchdown run for the Clippers, and Klein's 2-point conversion pushes the lead to 46-0. McNish to kick it away. Going to be a kick that's going to skip out of bounds at the 20-yard line.
Going to be a penalty. We'll see if he takes his football or makes the Clippers re-kick it.
Heat will take it 1st and 10 from their own 35. Stimson at quarterback. Kelly, they'll set back. I'm going to run a run. That's number 34. He'll get it across the 35 to the 37, a gain of 2. Second and 8. Clock stopped with the run out of bounds at 5:50 to play here in the first half. 46-0 in favor of the Clippers. Hand off to Kelly. Number 8. He'll get it up close to the 40. And he will get it to the 40, gain of 3. Kelly, just a freshman for the Heat. 3rd and 5 for West Central at their own 40-yard line. Clock ticking down to the 5:15 to play here in the first half. Stimson under center. Run to the far side, enough for a first down. Gain of 7 on the play. Enough for a West Central first down, 4:55 to play.
To their own 42-yard line.
Ball at the Heat 42. That should correct that, 47-yard line, not the 42.
Corrected on that. Here at the 47-yard line.
McGraw. And McGraw with a nice run is going to get it across midfield into Clipper territory. Knocked out of bounds. No, he did not go out of bounds. A gain of 4. 2nd and 6 for West Central at the Clipper 49-yard line. We're winding down to the 4-minute mark here in the first half. 46-0 in favor of Amboy. Simpson's going to hand off to number 2, Cooper Gibb. Tried to go right side, and it's going to be a loss of about 3 or 4 on the play. And going to bring up a 3rd and 9 for West Central. Ball back on their side of the 50 at the 48. 3.5 to play here in the first half. Don't forget, coming up At the half, we'll have our MDH interview, some updated stats, scoring summary, and try and catch some of those scores in the other 8-man contests that are going on right now. We will have one with Pawnee hosting a game later this afternoon, this early evening. Checking on the action at West Carroll and up at Milledgeville, and the fumble on the handoff. And number 20 comes up with the football. Caden Heath for the Clippers. It'll be 1st and 10 for Amboy. Inside the 45 of West Central. Clock at 2:58 to play here in the first half.
First and 10 for the Clippers from their 43. Under 3 minutes left in the first half.
Clippers going to come ice set. Jones under center. Nope, new number, quarterback number 35, Tanner Welch. Caden Heath on the carry. He'll have a gain of 7. Welch going to hand off to number 6, Ed Fry, and he's got enough for a Clipper first down across the 35 to the 33. First and 10, I set, hand off to the lead back. Klein on the carry, or no, that's Heath, I'm sorry. 5-yard gain.
Second and 5 for the Clippers.
So 2nd and 5 for the Clippers. Clock under 2 to play, 1:55 and counting here in the first half. Number 35 at quarterback, Tanner Welch, 5'10 sophomore. Handoff, number 20, that's Klein again. Going to be wrapped up, I believe, just short of the first down marker. Clock continuing to roll, 1.5 to play here in the first half. Gibb, number 2 on the stop. 3rd and 1 for the Clippers at the Heat 24-yard line. 46-0 in favor of Amboy. I set. Handoff lead back. That is Heath, and he's got a Clipper first down. Going to stop the clock as they reset the chains. 1:04 to play. First and 10. Looks like about the 16. Looks like we're going to get Neal possession as 35 Welch under center. And we're going to get Neal down. And that will be the final play of the first half. And that's going to set our score at 46-0 here at the break. As we see both teams leaving the field here in Amboy. We'll wait till the clock gets all the way to 0. Then we'll step aside for some commercials, come back with our MDH halftime interview and updated stats and hopefully some scores from around the rest of the I8FA contest here at the half. Again, 46-0 in favor of the Clippers. We'll be back here in just a couple moments on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I chose MDH. We moved here, and I was researching different places that would allow me to VBAC. I have a vaginal birth after C-section, and the doctors here do encourage that, and so I chose that after looking online, and I wouldn't want to deliver anywhere else because they all go above and beyond, and they're so kind and actually care about you.
MTC Communications is building a high-speed fiber network in our community, and we're putting priority on the areas with the greatest interest. That means we need your input to let us know you want us to build fiber in your area first. Experience the speed and convenience of fiber internet by visiting our special website and registering. Let us know you want fiber internet today, and make your voice heard.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there is limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
Back here at Amboy High School, 46-0 here at the break in favor of the Clippers. We'll let you listen in here for a little bit to the Amboy Marching Band and their halftime show.
Amboy High School Marching Clippers took second place in the Harvest Time Parade.
Amboy Marching Band here at the half. We can pass along one score. West Carroll and Flanagan, that's in favor of the Falcons. Flanagan 10, West Carroll 8, that in the second quarter. We're going to step aside, get our MDH halftime interview up.
All right, welcome to halftime here. Patrick Osterman with us, and we talk about behind-the-scenes stuff all the time. The guy running the board right now, kind of crazy.
I don't know if you could get a much higher title running the board behind the scenes of an interview at McDonough District Hospital other than our president and chief executive officer, Bill Murdoch. But we appreciate Bill helping us out.
Yeah, he's game to help with everything. I'm guessing your job has to be a little more relaxed now. He seems to be like a pretty good guy to work with.
I tell you what, Bill has done a fantastic job. You knew just how good of a person he was, having worked with him for the last 5 years prior as our chief financial officer. And when he was promoted to our chief executive officer, I was all excited about it. I think everybody in the organization was very excited about it. You talk about, do you need to do a national search? And our board of directors, I give them all the credit in the world. They listen to the staff. They listen to the community members and said, you got somebody here who knows what they're doing, is a great person, does a great job. He knows the community. He's invested in the community, and it's been a great 2024 so far, and we we've got a lot of bright future, a lot of great things that we're looking ahead towards.
Well, it's nice because MDH has been so embedded in the community, right? It is always nice to have somebody at the top and throughout the system that's also embedded in what the community has to offer and needs.
Absolutely. With my job, I do a lot of community relations. I get out, talk with businesses, talk with organizations. And one of the first conversations I had with Bill when he stepped into that new role, he said, Pat, I want to get out in the community. And we've been able to do that. We've gone out and met with our regional healthcare colleagues, CEOs, just talking about what can we do together? Is there anything we can do together? Rural healthcare is tough. There's a lot of challenges we face, but if we work together, maybe play to each other's strengths, I think we can both succeed. And that's the best way that we can help serve our community, help serve the patients that we are here to serve.
Well, and improving your brand is always a good thing, right? Whether it's a hospital or TSSR Game Time Live, improving your brand is a good thing. Getting out in the community helps that, but also expanding your options helps that as well, right?
Absolutely. One of the things you always look at is clinical partnerships. If we can't get a physician here, is there another healthcare organization that we can do what we call a clinical partnership with? Blessing Health is a great example out of Quincy. They bring cardiologists up here, a pulmonologist. We have a urologist that comes up here once a week. So our patients in McDonough County, they don't have to drive down to Quincy or maybe Springfield or maybe Peoria. If we can find those clinical partnerships where they can be seen here in Macomb, it's just a win-win for everybody.
Well, last year we talked about expanding to Monmouth with you. We talked about the pharmacy. As we talked to Bill, the pharmacy is expanding, and I shouldn't say expanding, it's coming to completion. You've done great things, I think, in Monmouth. What's down the road for MDH? Are you at a point that you can talk about anything that's coming?
I think we just got to keep looking on how we can continue to grow, and that's been one of our focal points. We do strategic planning on a quarterly basis. We want to look ahead, 2-3 years down the road, but as we said, there's a lot of dynamics going on in healthcare right now. So if you get too far ahead, you kind of lose sight what could be coming right around the corner. So that's why we try to keep it more of a short term, yet still look ahead to the long term. Like we said, our biggest challenge is how can we continue to grow? We've been here for over 65 years. What can we do as an organization, as a staff, as an administration team to make sure we're still around here for 65 years and beyond?
As public relations guy for the hospital, what do you want to use this opportunity to tell the people that might be watching about MDH in 2024 that's different maybe than what they expected or saw from 2023 or before?
Well, as you just talked about, our clinical expansions, as you said, Monmouth, our MDH Monmouth Clinic, convenience clinic, sports med and rehab. We got great staff up there, and I think that's a common theme. I know Bill talks about this a lot. I 100% on board with this too. I agree 100%. I would think you'd ask any of our staff members, they would say that we got a great team right now. We do a great job working together, and I think that's how we can play to our strengths to help grow. You talked about the community pharmacy. We're excited when that starts coming online and how we can best serve our community. A lot of convenience. I think one thing that we learned from COVID, people love convenience. We got our drive-through labs, and now you got our drive-through community pharmacy. A lot of good things going on. Stay tuned. It's an exciting time right now in our organization.
Well, have some fun at baseball this weekend, okay?
We're going to have some fun. A lot of fall baseball going on as we record this right before the start of high school football season. I know we're going to have a lot of great football games. We want to wish all of our area teams the best of luck this year.
We'll be right back with the second half right after this.
My experience with McDonough District Hospital was amazing. I have a lot of allergies, complicated by nasal problems. And the procedure I had is Vive Air. Dr. Sparks was incredible.
The Vive Air procedure is a radiofrequency ablation procedure. She no longer has to do any medications to breathe, so she gets much more restful night's sleep. And a short little office procedure, and have somebody that feels like it's totally changed their life means the world.
It's a permanent improvement on the quality of your life.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are going to watch out for us and that care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's
like a huge weight lifted.
MTC Communications is building a high-speed fiber network in our community, and we're putting priority on the areas with the greatest interest. That means we need your input to let us know you want us to build fiber in your area first. Experience the speed and convenience of fiber internet by visiting our special website and registering. Let us know you want fiber internet today, and make your voice heard.
After my appointment that day, I just made up my mind that I'm going to have my baby here in Macomb. They were so wonderful.
I thought about the staff of MDH. They're all good. This is just the best place for you and your family.
Back here at Amboy High School at the half, 46-0 in favor of the Clippers. Again, we did get one score at Savannah West Carroll. It is Flanagan 10, West Carroll 8. That in the second quarter. A little glitch there with our camera. Probably just heard me talking in dark screen, but got that fixed. So we're going to step aside. We'll be back with the third quarter and the kickoff to start the second half here in just a moment on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
Well, I've always had an interest in the medical field, and then growing up, I actually went through physical therapy myself for an injury, and that got me back to playing my sports and the activities that I loved. So seeing that firsthand, I got to see how much physical therapy could really benefit others.
You get the opportunity to see so many different things that if you worked at a bigger hospital, you may not be able to see. You know, work is not just about the job, it's also about the people that work alongside you. And we have the best teamwork. They're like a second family. Sometimes you can't get that feeling other places.
I like to make time for my patients. I don't ever want anyone to feel rushed. I'm happy to sit and talk for as long as they need. And you know, sometimes that puts me behind in my schedule, but I think it's worth it. People know if they need me that I'll be there.
Dry needling is where you insert a filiform needle into a muscle, a tendon, a ligament, sometimes a bone, and it promotes blood flow and circulation so that it heals that particular painful area.
Back here at Amboy High School, about a minute and a half on the clock here before we'll get the second half started. Glad to have a couple of West Central sponsors on here with us this afternoon. Stronghurst Collision and Repair, your one-stop for all auto repair needs in Henderson County. Stronghurst Collision and Repair, your hometown automotive shop, says good luck heat. And Nutrient Ag Solutions, Biggsville plant, they're proud of the entire West Central Heat football team and wishes them the best of luck in today's playoff game. Again, 46-0 in favor of Amboy. We'll have, again, running clock here in the second half. Again, round one games continuing today. And round two next weekend. We'll be back here. TSSR Game Time Live. We'll have all four of those second round contests. And Amboy will be hosting Martinsville next weekend in round two. Clippers will kick off. Rylock Minich to kick it away. McGraw and Aiden Garner, 11 and 17. Alex McGraw back for the Heat.
Thank you to Kaylee Jones for running that 50-50.
Be fielded on a hop and through the legs of McGraw. He'll go back and pick it up. Across the 20, out close to the 25 to about the 24. And that's where the Heat will start first and 10.
McGraw for the Heat. Football to start this second half. First and 10 from their own 28.
First and 10 for West Central from their own 28. Stimson. Reverse handoff.
He's trying to run that football up left tackle.
And it's going to be a loss of a couple for number 34. Playfair on the carry. Loss of 2. Second and 12 from the, well, second and 13. We'll call it a loss of 3 back to the 25. Stimson going to hand off. That's Kelly. He's going to try and go around the far side, and he's going to be wrapped up by number 20, Caden Heath. And he'll get it back across the original line of scrimmage and pick up a couple on the play. Third and 8. Clock at 10:15 to play here in the third quarter. Ball sitting at the West Central 25. Flat free on the carry, number 34, senior. And he's going to pick up a couple on the play. Let's bring up 4th and 6. Clock down to 9:30 to play here in the third. It's like Klein back for the Clippers for the punt. Good snap. And kick's going to hit out of bounds at about the Clipper 44-yard line. And that's where Amboy will start 1st and 10. Clock under 9 to play here in the third quarter. I set 35, Tanner Welch at quarterback. Lead back through.
That's number 10 carrying the football, Tyler Huggins.
Tyler Huggins on the carry. Gain of 3. Our mystery man from last week, Colt McCoy, number 47, the sophomore into the ball game for Amboy. He'll be the halfback. It's going to go to McCoy, and he's across midfield into West Central territory. He's going to pick up about 6.
Colt McCoy is inside the 50-yard line of the Heat.
Third and 2 for Amboy. Bobble on the snap. That's going to be number 14, Zay Lopez.
Daniel carried that football. Number 14, Lopez carried that football. Looks like he's about a yard short of a
Gain of a yard. 4th and 1. Clock under 7.5 to play here, third quarter. I set. That's going to be number 10, Huggins. And he'll have enough for a first down. Gain of a couple and a first down. .14 on the carry. That's Lopez. And he'll have our first down. Let's see who made the stop. Number 2, Cooper Gibb on the stop. Clock down to 6:25 here in the third quarter. 46-0 in favor of the Clippers. Tanner Welch at quarterback for the Clippers. Quick snap, going to hand off number 10. That's Huggins again. And he'll fall forward for a gain of about a yard. Lopez on the carry. Gain of about 6. Clock down to 5:25 to play. Third and about, we'll call it 4. Gonna hand off to Huggins. Going to spin out of some tackles, but it's not going to go anywhere. Finally wrapped up by number 28, Michael Schramm, and number 2, Cooper Gibb. And that's going to be a loss of about 4.
4th down for the Clippers.
4:55 and counting here, third quarter. I see number 47, Colt McCoy, check into the ball game.
Number 47, Colt McCoy, checking into the game for the Clippers.
He'll be the lead back. A handoff to 14, Lopez. And he's going to come up short of the first down, a gain of maybe a yard on the play. So a turnover on downs to West Central. 4:20 to play here in the third quarter. He'll have it 1st and 10 from their own 34. See number 7, Tugger McCoy into the ball game, a junior for the Clippers. 52, Dylan Merriman. Joe Bilthorn, number 1. Try and get some of the new numbers, if any, in there for the Heat. That's Kelly on the carry, number 8. Kelly's going to pick up about 2 or 3 on the play. Called a gain of 2. .55 checking in, Colin O'Malley, a junior. Number 83, Evan Flanagan, checks out. Stimson, hands off. And it's going to be enough for a first down for 34 Larry. 51, Henry Klein into the ball game, a freshman for the Clippers. .220 to play here in the third quarter. Stimson, number 4. It's going to be a keeper. And he's going to be close to, I think, maybe he's got enough for the first down. Joe Bilhorn, number 1, on the stop. Also number 14, Jose Lopez. Going to come up just short, it looks like. Nope, 2nd and 1. Second and 1. Clock down to 1:35 to play here, third quarter. Ball at the Clipper 48. 2nd and 1. Wingback McGraw on the far side. On setback is Kelly. Nope, that is Gibb. My apologies. And the ball's going to pop loose. And Amboy going to fall on the football. Number 12, Cave Daniels on the fumble recovery. So 1st and 10 for Amboy, 42 seconds to play. Third quarter, I set. McCoy, Colt McCoy on the carry, gain of a couple. And that likely will be the final play of this quarter as we're down to 22 seconds. As the clock winding down to 5 seconds. And that will bring an end to the third quarter. 46-0 in favor of the Clippers. We'll be back with the fourth quarter here in just a moment on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
My experience with McDonough District Hospital was amazing. I have a lot of allergies, complicated by nasal problems. And the procedure I had is Vive Air. Dr. Sparks was incredible.
The Vive Air procedure is a radiofrequency ablation procedure. She no longer has to do any medications to breathe, so she gets much more restful night's sleep. And a short little office procedure, and have somebody that feels like it's totally changed their life means the world.
It's a permanent improvement on the quality of your life.
Back here at Amboy High School, ready for fourth quarter action. 46-0 in favor of the Clippers. High set. Hand off to the second back. That's number 14, Jose Lopez. He's still moving his feet. West Central trying to get the football away, but they're not going to get it pulled out of his hands. He's going to have a gain of 12. Stopped by number 7, Blake Ricketts, and number 17, Alex McGraw. First and 10 for West Central, 11:30 to play. Nose of the football just right at the West Central 49. And tried to go up the middle, and then there Cooper Gibb, Blake Ricketts again on the stop, among others, for a loss of a yard on the play. And we've got some movement, a false start on the Clippers. Fourth penalty on Amboy for 25 yards. So 2nd and 15 from the Amboy 46. High set. Lopez is going to get the carry, and he's got some room. He crossed the 40, 30, 20, 15, 10. Going to be pushed out of bounds. It looks like inside the West Central 10-yard line. Timeout, West Central. That'll be there first. That's going to go from the 46 down to the 7. "47 yards on the run for Jose Lopez. We'll just keep it here for the timeout. Clock stopped at 9:49 to play. Coach Kirby going to make a full set of substitutions.
Let's have a nice hand for the starting defensive players.
We'll get those numbers for you as they come onto the field. Try to. Number 14, Jonathan Garner. Number 9, Colton Spence. 48, Davion Price. 58, Kevin Johnson. 35, Devin Ronner. First and goal for the Clippers. Going to hand it off. That's Huggins, and he's going to get it across the 5 down to about the 3.
Huggins has that football inside the 5, down to about the 1.
Clock down to 9:25 to play. Number 11 also in there, Aiden Garner on defense for West Central. And off the lead back, that's Huggins. The pack pushing forward into the end zone, touchdown. Four-yard touchdown run. And we're going to call it a 2-yard run. Score coming at 8:55 to play. And the 2-point conversion is good. Colt McCoy, I believe, on the carry. 54-0 in favor of Amboy. We'll step aside. We'll be back with the kick in just a moment here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
After my appointment that day, I just made up my mind that I'm going to have my baby here in Macomb and this hospital, because irrespective of where you're from, who you are, it's just their line of duty to make sure they give care, make you comfortable.
I thought about the staff of MDH, they're all good. And you will get all the support you need. This is just the best place for you and your family.
Back here at Amboy High School. 54-0 in favor of the Clippers. Rylan McNitch. Nope. Tanner Welch going to kick it away for Amboy. Looks like some new numbers back for Amboy, I believe. That's Garner. He's still in the ball game, and he's got a nice run back. He's going to get it close to the 50-yard line. 26 was the other man back, Gage Troutman. And they're going to take it across the 45 to the 47-yard line. 6:45 to play in the contest. New number on offense, Colton Spence, number 9 at quarterback, freshman. Going to hand off. Jordan Kane on the carry for the Heat. Gain of a couple on the play for Kane. 2nd and 8. Ball right at the 50-yard line. 5:55 to play here in the contest. 54-0 in favor of the Clippers. They'll move on to round 2 to host Martinsville next weekend. Going to hand off to number 11, Aiden Garner. He's going to try and go around the far side. The ball scored out again. It did. Amboy fell on the football. I don't know who fell on it, but it will be Clipper football. Clock down to 5:10 to play. I set. Welch under center. Hand off to the lead back. That's Huggins, and he's going to have a gain of about 8. Gain of 7, 2nd and 3 for Amboy. Clock down to 4:30 to play in the contest. And coming up after the game, we will have some stat updates, scoring summary, and hopefully get to talk to both Coach Kirby and Coach Payne after this one. Thanks for tuning in to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Be 2 Lopez on the carry, and he's going to be just short of the first down, it looks like. 58 in on the stop. Kevin Johnson for the Heat. Gain of a couple. He's going to bring up a 3rd and less than 1 for the Amboy Clippers, down to 3:45 on the game clock. There's the signal from the back judge. Be a quarterback keeper. Welch on the carry. Needed one, got one. Devin Ronner on the stop, number 35. Clock under 3 to play, 2:50 and counting. Hand off, that's Huggins. And a nice tackle from behind, number 7, Blake Ricketts, a sophomore defensive back. Gain of 2. 2nd and 8. Clock down to 2:15 to play. 2nd and 8 at the West Central 35-yard line. Clock now under 2 to play, 1:55 and counting. And boy, no hurry to snap the football. Wait for the signal from the back judge. And it's going to be a handoff, lead back. That's Huggins. And again, Blake Ricketts, number 7, with the stop. Gain of a couple. Down under a minute 30 to play, 1:25 and counting. High set for the Clippers. Clock down to right at the 1-minute mark. Hand off, Huggins again. And the ball's going to squirt loose. Looks like West still loose, like a hot potato on the far side. And West Central's going to fall on the football. Didn't see who fell on it for the Heat on the far side, but it will be West Central football with 28 seconds to play. Not even sure if we'll get another play, as West Central will not need to run a play. They will not. So our final score is 54-0 in favor of Amboy. Amboy will move on to round 2 to host Martinsville, the Blue Streaks, next weekend in round number 2. I want to thank our sponsors from the West Central area. Get them in again. Stronghurst Collision Repair, your one-stop shop for all auto repair needs in Henderson County. Stronghurst Collision Repair, your hometown automotive shop. Says good luck to the Heat. A great season for Coach Kirby and his squad, and Nutrient Ag Solutions. Pigsville Plant is proud of the entire West Central Heat football team. Nutrient Ag Solutions. We will step aside, get some commercials in, come back with some updated stats, and as I said, hopefully we'll get a chance to talk to both coaches briefly after this one. We'll be back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
Well, I've always had an interest in the medical field, and then growing up, I actually went through physical therapy myself for an injury, and that got me back to playing my sports and the activities that I loved. So seeing that firsthand, I got to see how much physical therapy could really benefit others.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are going to watch out for us and that care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's
Like a huge weight lifted.
MTC Communications is building a high-speed fiber network in our community, and we're putting priority on the areas with the greatest interest. That means we need your input to let us know you want us to build fiber in your area first. Experience the speed and convenience of fiber internet by visiting our special website and registering. Let us know you want fiber internet today, and make your voice heard.
Back here at Amboy High School. Chris Frankhauser here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. 54-0 in favor of the Clippers. Clippers will host Martinsville, the Blue Streaks, next week. Number 4 and number 5 seeds, respectively. Running down some final game stats as we are getting ready to wrap some things up here. Ed Fry for Amboy, 4 carries for 45 yards. Quinn Leffelman, 6 carries for 31. Josh McKendry, 5 carries for 20. Braden Klein, a couple of carries for 17 yards. Tyler Huggins, 8 carries for 18. Jose Lopez, 8 for 79. Caden Heath, 6 carries for 27 yards. Braden Klein, 1 carry for no yards. Colt McCoy, a couple carries for 8. And Tanner Welch, a carry for 1 yard. Passing, Eddie Jones, 202 for 70 yards. Caleb Llanos, 1 catch for 53. And Rylan McNish, a catch for 17. For West Central, unofficially, Gabe Stimpson, 8 carries for 11 yards. Graham Kelly, 5 carries for 15. Alex McGraw, 5 carries for 5. Kyle Layferry, 9 carries for 21. Cooper Gibb, 3 carries for 2. Jordan Kane, 1 carry for 2. Stimpson passing, 2 of 5 for 14 yards. Alex McGraw, 1 catch for 3. And Woodbury, 1 catch for 11 yards. 54-0, our final score. See Coach Payne heading this direction. I think he's got some radio duties first. We'll try and catch him, let him go up and take care of that, and then catch him and hopefully catch a word or two with Coach Kirby. I'm not sure if we will get him up here or not, as I see him over with his team over on the far sideline. So we'll let Coach Payne do his radio duty, and then we will see if we can catch him like last week after he is done. $54-0 again in favor of Amboy. As Coach Payne on his way up, we'll let him do his radio duty first, and then we'll catch you just like last week on the way back down. So it'll be Martinsville and Amboy next week, and just a good all-around performance for this Amboy Clipper squad, our defending 8-man champions last season. It should be a dandy ball game next week with Martinsville making the long trip up to Amboy for the second round contest. What we'll do, we'll step aside and we'll be back in just a moment here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
We're an 11-bed ER.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there is limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
A lot of people don't realize that you don't have to live with the dizziness day to day, especially concussions as well, that we can treat those things here. Same with pain. You don't have to live with the pain that you're experiencing. We have the ability to help you.
You get the opportunity to see so many different things that if you worked at a bigger hospital, you may not be able to see. You know, work is not just about the job, it's also about the people that work alongside you, and we have the best teamwork. They're like a second family. Sometimes you can't get that feeling other places.
I like to make time for my patients. I don't ever want anyone to feel rushed. I'm happy to sit and talk for as long as they need. And you know, sometimes that puts me behind in my schedule, but I think it's worth it. People know if they need me that I'll be there.
Back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Amboy moving on to round two, 54-0 over the Heat from West Central. I don't think we'll get Coach Kirby. We'll stay here and catch Coach Payne after the game. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget, a couple more 8-man games going on right now as we speak, and another one getting underway here this evening as we'll have the game from Pawnee here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH as well. Scoring summary was 22-0 at the end of the first quarter. Josh McKendry with a couple of touchdowns in the first quarter, one of 21 yards and another of 12. Braden Klein with one as well. That made the score with a couple of two-point conversions, 22-0 in that point. Then all the scoring coming in the second quarter, other than the one Huggins touchdown. Heath on a 2-yard touchdown run. Jones Dianos 53 yards. And McKendry, his third touchdown of the contest, a 6-yard run to end the first half. 22-0 after one, 46-0 at the half. Final score ends 54-0 in favor of the Amboy Clippers. As I said, they will host number 5 seed Martinsville next weekend. As Coach Payne on his way down, we'll let him grab the headset here and Well, Coach, here we are again talking. You guys just kind of clicked on every cylinder today, right from the get-go.
Yeah, all three phases come out and played really well today. I think our defense played exceptional.
Yes, they did.
Our linebackers did a great job of reading their keys and flowing to the football, and our defense was top-notch today, and I'm really happy for all them guys for as well they played.
Yeah, Kelly's not an easy back to control at times this year. We've seen what we saw with Bushnell West Central a couple times this year, and he's a hard man to get down, and you guys really did a good job with that, I thought, today.
Yeah, we were concentrating on him. He, like you said, he's a really good running back, and we told our linebackers all week, if you just read your keys and flow to the football, you're going to be right there to make the play, and they were today, and they did a great job.
Yeah, with the 54-0 score, no real gaudy stats for anybody. McKendry with 3 touchdowns for you guys, but outside that, again, like I said earlier, it was really a team effort. You got a lot of guys in, again, like we saw last week against Bushnell, and get some playing time for these kids in the playoffs.
Yeah, like I said, our stats aren't gaudy or anything, but we got 4 guys we give the ball to on offense, and when you have that kind of 3 tailbacks and a good fullback, you can spread it out, and that's what we want to do, and it just makes our offense that more tough to stop when you have to worry about 3 or 4 guys instead of one or 2.
You can't key in on one guy when you've got multiple guys that basically at any point could lead you guys on the ground. Well, it doesn't get any easier here. Martinsville next week. Did that game in Martinsville last night, and Mr. Parcel's the real deal. 5 touchdowns, I think 270-plus yards, but he's not the lone weapon again for that Blue Streak squad.
No, I watched that game last night at home. Like I said, he's a real deal. He's a good back. Their quarterback's really good too. He's good at running and throwing. Martinsville's a very good football team, and it's going to be a tough game next Saturday up here at the Harbor when we have to play them up here.
Well, I think I'm coming back for a 3rd week in a row. I think I'm just going to put my name on this corner of the press box here and just save my space. But we appreciate you, Coach, stopping by, and we'll get a chance to hopefully chat again next week at some point.
All right, that sounds good.
Thanks, Coach. Coach Payne joining us here on the TSSR Game Time live post-game show. I think Coach Kirby is going to try and make it up for a couple of minutes here and talk. I appreciate him coming up here as well. Yeah, he's going to make his way up here. Coach Kirby, a good guy. I've talked to him several times and shared stats and things all season long. So it will be Martinsville and Amboy next week here for round 2. Appreciate Coach Kirby coming up here. We'll just chat for a couple minutes. I'll let you get back on the road. And, Coach, a tough one here for you guys today, and you kind of running a buzzsaw. This Amboy squad's they've got a lot of horses.
They're a great football team, and they're well prepared. Their coaches did a great job. Their kids executed an awesome game plan, and they're really, really physical. They deserve all the lofty talk that they get.
Well, Coach, like I said, we won't keep you too long. I appreciate you coming by. And, you lose some key guys, but you got some real good talent, it looks like, at the lower levels of the Heat program.
Well, we do, but, I'd like to spend a minute talking about our seniors.
Absolutely.
We went 3-6 last year. The senior group came in and said that wasn't going to happen again, and they busted their rear ends to make sure that they had a great senior year. Caleb Thompson, Kyle LaFerry, I'm going to have to do this, Gage Stimson, Caleb Thompson, Alex McGraw. We got Kane. Kane got hurt earlier a couple weeks ago.
Right.
He couldn't go. Braden T had a great senior year, did everything he could, and Mike Schramm.
Right.
Those guys had Xander Anderson as well. Had a great senior year. They went 6-3, coming off a 3-6 season. They did everything that we could possibly ask. They were a pleasure to have every day in practice, and it sucks that you got to lose and that your season's got in like this. But you know what? I got to be perfectly honest with you. I'm glad we got to lose, because that means that those kids did what they wanted to do, and that's qualify for the playoffs.
Right, and they did that. So we won't keep you long up here. I know you guys got a longer trip than I do back home tonight, but we appreciate you all season, your willingness to help out, come up and chat with us after games, stats and stuff you provided here for this week. I really appreciate it. And you know what? Before we know it, it'll be late August, and we'll be starting this thing all over again.
No, we got a little while. I'm going to enjoy the rest of senior year with these boys.
Sure.
And, of course, try to build up for our kids coming in the future. And like you said, I think that we've got some good pieces coming. I'm really excited and anxious to see how and what level of work they do in the offseason to try to, lessen this gap.
Sure.
And I think that'll be our message, is what's it going to take to lessen this gap.
Yeah.
So that we can be back into that level. But, all that aside, today's about the seniors.
Sure.
And everything they did for me and this football program and our school and community. And I'm super proud of them, and I'll never say anything but that. They're
right.
just awesome kids.
Well, Coach, we'll let you get out of here. I appreciate your time as always, and enjoy the rest of the year. And I'm sure we'll chat down the line at some point.
Of course. Thank you.
Thanks,
and let me not end this without saying thank you for everything you guys do. Good gosh. We're a school of 200, and we have every one of our games covered live. Our community members are awesome because they buy the sponsorship for this to be able to happen.
Sure.
But this is amazing. Our kids talk all the time about what it's like to have this kind of coverage and these sort of things. Bigger schools don't have this.
No.
You guys do an awesome job.
Well, I
and
appreciate it.
This is amazing for us. So thank you very much for
You're
all
very
that.
welcome. And, like I said, that when we started this, who would have known that it's 4 years ago when Dwayne started this, that it would explode to the point that it has. And now bringing the 8-man championship game to everybody. And, you can always go back. The kids can always go back and watch these games forever and ever as long as YouTube's around. And it's just an awesome thing that you got family that are way out of the area. We've had, over the years, had people out of country watching games. It's been very rewarding to see how much this has grown in 4 years. Bless you.
Excuse me. Yeah, I know my family.
Bless you.
Twice. I know my family back in the Champaign area watches games in a restaurant. They'll have one game on us, and they'll have the other game on the local high school. So that's pretty
That's awesome. That is awesome.
2.5 hours away from where
Sure.
I'm teaching, coaching right now, those people have the opportunity to do
Sure.
that. So thank you so much.
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate the kind words. Thanks, as always, for everything, and appreciate you coming up here and talking to us on this Saturday afternoon.
Of course. Best of luck the rest of the season for everyone.
Thanks, Coach. Coach Kirby joining us here on the post-game show. And that will wrap it up here from Amboy High School, a TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH. For my cameraman Aaron, Chris Frankhauser saying, so long, we'll be back with round 2 playoff action next week. And want to wish everybody a great rest of your weekend, and we'll